Get my mic right. Is that too low? Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I'm doing that for people who listen to episodes back to back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patronage, aka free listening experience. Those of you who've PayPal'd excluded. So today, gang, what we're going to get into is some things that I have previously tweeted about and Instagrammed about because people are so fucking thirsty for topics. Well, guess what? Okay, I gave you topics galore for this app, and let's see how that works out. Will you bring something to the table when a topic is pre-announced? That's the experiment of this podcast episode. Topics such as Pinterest, corporate greed, puppies and murder as always. What was some other ones? Silverfish or house centipedes. There's some differentiation there that people are making. Anyway, I found one of those motherfuckers in my home. I'll never be the same. Those things move faster than I've ever seen anything move. Dare I say the speed of light has a little bit of competition. Now, Silverfish, if you're listening, fuck you! Fuck you! You're so gross. I don't want even if it raises my stats of listeners, I don't want you to listen. I hate you, Silverfish. Fuck you, Silverfish. You're disgusting. If you're listening, pack up your little disgusting 500 tiny bags for your legs that are all so plentiful and disgusting and get out! You're gross! I hate you! You move so fast. I don't think I could outrun a silverfish. It's so scary. They have so many legs. They look soft. Their antennae are so long. I threw that Susie Essman book at it to kill it. No disrespect, Susie, but that book was the hardest one I had in my bookshelf. And dare I say I threw it with all my might. I hurled that Susie Essman book at that silverfish with a ferocity. And I gotta say, I probably threw it 5 times until I hit that motherfucker square in its disgusting back. Dark-sided! You're dark-sided! You're not Christian! Honestly, if you ever see a silverfish or house centipede, we don't know which it is. You will have the exact reaction to it as that lady on Wife Swap had to the non-Christian family practices. Holler if you hear me. Do you know who I'm talking about? Give it a goog if you don't. Wife swap, dark-sided. I need that as a soundbite, dude. That's the best thing I've ever heard is that lady screaming dark-sided. They're not Christians! Anyway, silverfish. Seriously. And also people told me really mixed things about them. Some people are like, they bite. They're deadly. You know, they're not deadly, but they said they bite. And like, if you break them in 2, they regenerate. And like all this crazy shit where I was sleeping with one eye open and a hand on a knife. Then other people are like, they're harmless and they kill spiders. I'm like, which is it, motherfuckers? Everyone's an expert now? Internet. It's called Sleepless Night After Sleepless Night. Welcome to the neighborhood, Silverfish. I can't stop talking about Silverfish. Silverfish is the opposite feeling of like when you meet a guy and you're so like into him and you can't stop thinking about him. Silverfish is the opposite of that, like the negative of that. Where you're just like, they exist. Oh my God, the world's a sickening place. They exist. It's like the opposite of rose-colored glasses. I've made my point. Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? Just a side note. I was on a tweet fucking rampage today. Sometimes you have the Holy Spirit in you and you're just like clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. That's me typing on an old typewriter, which is how I compose all my tweets. Either that or a feather quill. when I'm getting my Oscar Wilde on. Anyway, so many hot tweets today. Number one contender for hot tweets 2013, Chelsea Peretti. I love you, Chels. I love you too. How much do you love me? Oh, very much. What if I went crazy?
Bette Midler.
Hey, Bet.
Hey, Chelsea, how are you?
Silverfish or Pinterest? Go.
Pinterest is an interesting phenomenon, I think, especially among women. It's really kind of a unique community created around...
excuse me, Professor Caller? Professor Caller,
can you put this? Be a professor.
Can you please put this into street vernacular so I can understand your stance?
I'm actually studying to become a professor of French, but not French. All my dreams have come true. I think that
no. That was my bad. Listen.
Pinterest?
Yes.
Yes. Pinterest is interesting because it's based around so little description. It's so visual. And I think that speaks to our culture. The culture of visuality. Do you tend to agree or do you tend to disagree? Call from
Chad.
Chad. Pinterest or Silverfish?
Hey, what's up?
Pinterest or Silverfish? Go.
What? Sorry, say it again.
Pinterest or Silverfish?
I have no idea. I don't know.
What do you bring to the table, my man?
Okay. Well, number one, I was supposed to go to your show in LA the other night, but all my roommates bailed. So
dude, I should have bailed. I'm trying to quit comedy right now.
Really?
I want to get into a hologram lifestyle in which I never have to leave my house. My hologram does that for me. It does shows, it shakes hands, it takes pics, and most importantly, it makes eye contact with other human beings. Meanwhile, I'm all nestled up in my home.
I have a list of things.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Number two, can you hit me with Wolf Blitzer?
Do I have that in my audio? When is my app going to be ready, by the way? This is like a baking project that took 10 years. You're like, how hard is it to put an app online? Am I right? Yes, Chelsea, we love you. Your opinions are interesting. Hold on, let me see if I have a Wolf Blitzer situation for you. I don't think I do, but maybe I do, but I'm freestyling for you right now. No, I don't have it. That's
no Wolf Blitzer.
You know, that is a really interesting thing. I should have every song in my... Ooh, yeah, emails are being sent. Hey, you just activated some emails getting sent off right now to the team. We're going to get all the songs put into the app. But guess what? For old time's sake, coffee, got coffee cranking through my sis. Got coffee cranking through my sis. Got coffee cranking through my sis. Yeah, coffee cranking through my sis. I had 2 coffees today. I'm starting to drink black coffee. No espresso, just straight up black coffee.
That's too intense. You know, honestly, I'll be honest with you, because I've listened to so much of your podcast. I feel like I can be honest with you.
Okay.
I don't even like coffee.
Whoa!
But you know what? My mom's the manager of a Starbucks, so
come again. That's all live. That wasn't even a sound button. Listen, I gotta say, maybe it's not a good move that I switched to black coffee, because I actually heard that coffee has more caffeine than espresso, and I'm definitely feeling I could corroborate on that. What's the word? Anyway, I'm wearing a bright pink lip today here in Staples Center. Not sure. I haven't gotten any real compliments on it, so it's unclear what up. Getting a thumbs up. But why not? I mean, you know, that's like a lot of pressure to do that at this point. But listen, what else is on your list?
Okay, so also, this is a big one.
That's what she said.
How do you feel about group sex, like threesomes, foursomes? I know it's a weird one.
I just flew away on the 5, my bro. I flew away, my dude. But listen, here's the deal. Group sex, look, here's my feeling on just wanton sex. I think in the 70s or whenever the free love was that in the 70s? 60s?
Sure, yeah.
All right. The free love. I just know I didn't do that intentionally. I hate it when comedians are like, the internet's like, shut up. Okay. Whenever free love was, all right. I think that seems cool. If you didn't worry about herpes, if you didn't worry about HIV, if you didn't worry about scabies, technically sexually transmitted, if you have skin-to-skin contact, there's a lot of stuff that if I didn't worry about it, maybe I would be a straight up whore and loving life, just having all kinds of crazy situations. However, my deep desire to live keeps me from engaging in...
To live STD free, at least.
Correct.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, obviously, anytime you hook up with anybody, like...
There's a risk.
Yeah, there's a question
and
about
men
that.
don't know this.
Sort of
Men really don't know this. They're very, very uneducated about sex and sexual health across the board. Men do not know shit. And I would just like to throw this out here for all the guys that are listening, smoking your weed, or in college, or unemployed. I'm trying to talk to all my various listeners. Or ambiguous, where you seem gay, but you say you're not gay. Whoever you are that's listening, condoms do not protect from STDs. You could still get a lot of the STDs on your ball sacks, my brothers.
Absolutely, yeah. No, that's number one spot right there.
Yeah, be aware, y'all. Skin to skin. Be careful. Be safe. All right. Well, this was a great call.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just go watch that video of the Wolf Blitzer song on YouTube.
Yes, unfortunately. Uh-oh, looks like we're out of time. Goodbye. That was a cool thing someone made. It's on YouTube for the Wolf Blitzer song. I don't know what you call it. Animation or something. There's probably a more technical term for it, but they made a little video to the Wolf Blitzer song. It looks cool as fuck.
Corey.
Uh-oh.
Accept, press 1.
Uh-oh, come on.
Press 2.
Corey?
Yes.
What's up? I have to say something. Your name reminds me. I think Corey is a really good name.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, actually, my real name is Cornelius.
You know, there was a kid who went to my junior high school, and he was called Corey, but his real name was Shakori. Okay. That's what you call Oakland.
Oh. But yeah, that definitely sounds like that area.
But I did like the name Shakori, too. More than Cornelius, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, what's up, Core?
Nothing much. Just got out the shower. Hadn't showered in like 4 days because I'm lazy.
I haven't showered. This is the month I've showered the least in my life. You want to know why?
Why?
Well, Corey, it's because of black mold. I cannot relax in my shower. I cannot relax in my shower. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm taking baths with a washcloth.
Oh. Yo, I think there's like some black mold in my place because every time I come inside, it smells like a shower, but the shower's off, and I'm very concerned. I don't know what's going to happen to me.
You're going to die.
Cool.
Me too, though.
Sounds kind of exciting.
See you in heaven, my friend. That would suck if black
sorry.
mold gets into heaven too, though, because technically black mold isn't doing anything wrong. It's just living its life, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden you get to heaven, you're like, what? Black mold, you're here too? Oh, thanks. I'll take hell. That's going to be me, just a little jokester up in heaven. Thanks. I'll take hell. I call God, Your Honor. Excuse me, Your Honor. Etc. Corey?
Do you want to hear a kidnapping story?
Yes, please.
All right. Well, I haven't really told you what. So, like back in 2008, I was hanging out with my friend. He had like an automotive, fix them up or shop or whatever. They hook up cars, like Hondas. And I met a guy there.
Is this in
He was a
Florida?
pretty cool guy. What's that?
Is this in Florida?
No, it's actually in Lancaster, California.
Okay.
Yeah, about 60 miles north of here. And I'm talking to this guy, like, hey, I make music. I'm like, oh, I do too. And he's like, also, I repair computers on the side. Like, oh, that's great, because I might actually have a problem with my computer. So I meet up with him, and he's like, yeah, you can catch a ride with me. We're just going to go out to my place. I'm like, all right, cool. So we start driving out, and thank you. And we start driving way out, and we're out, Lancaster is a desert, but most of the suburbs, but then it gets into real desert where there's no street lights or anything. So we drive all the way out. Yes. So he drives all the way out there, and he's like, I'm taking your laptop. And he didn't say I'm going to kill you, but he threatened to kill me, kind of. And I just started, it's so fucking, I was 22 years old at the time, and I fucking cried because I was in the middle of nowhere and I didn't know what to do.
Of course you cried. That's not embarrassing. Someone's threatening you and stealing all your shit. You don't have to be a man all the time. Sometimes you could just feel your feelings.
Yeah. And, so I pretty much just started screaming like a maniac, and eventually, and I didn't want to do anything crazy because we're out in the middle of nowhere. We're at least 15 miles out of where
I would straight up throw a cactus right at his face.
I wish there was. It was just so dark and just
some
frightening.
sand.
So
you put sand in his beehole.
What's that?
I'm telling you, desert fight tactics. Put sand in his beehole and in his eyes, and throw a cactus in his face and stuff like that.
Oh, have you ever been
sodomize him with a cactus. What?
Have you ever been to Lancaster or Palmdale before?
No.
Well, it's kind of like really crappy part of a desert. It's just Joshua trees and just a lot of lame stuff. Mm-hmm. So eventually, so he starts speeding off. I'm inside the car. I'm like, just let me fucking go. Let me go. So I inside the car, and he says, I should just fucking shoot you. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh my God.
I open up the door. I get out, and then he's about to drive out, and I scream at him. Probably one of my best things ever. Just give me back my fucking cell phone.
Yeah.
He threw my
What if
cell
he
phone out
shot
the
you
window
for doing that? Would you have any regrets?
Yeah, I have a lot of contacts in there, and
that's your last words. Give me back my cell phone. That's on your gravestone.
I hope it is. I hope I just get sent to space instead.
Did he give it to you?
Anyway, what's that?
Did he give it to you?
Yeah, he threw it out the window and he sped off.
I do love it when people, when a robber or a mugger does the right thing in terms of returning at least your ID or your phone or something like that. There's something about that where it's like, oh, you little sweetheart.
Yeah, he
evil
quite
sweetheart.
was not the best person. I found he had quite a record, and I called the cops. And the thing is stupid, though. He was at that shop. So I just went back to my friend's shop and got his contact information.
Ooh, dummy.
And he got busted, and the police came and got him, and I got my laptop back. And yeah, that was a pretty fun story, and then let him go now.
That's a tight story, dude. I don't know why you got in the car with a stranger. I mean, so many crimes, you're like, wait a minute. Why'd you do that? Never get in a car with a stranger. Also, on Locked Up Abroad, people say the craziest shit. They're like, well, so this, this Nigerian guy told me, meet him in Ecuador. And so I met him there. Then he said, here's a bag for you to take back to the States. And so I did, of course, because, I felt he had asked me to. It's let's back up 5 steps. Every step,
Yeah.
you made a mistake. Now, not to blame the victim. I'm very sorry for your loss. But
it's all right. It just doesn't remind me. I just should have just took it to a repair shop instead of trusting some sketchy dude that I met at my friend's automotive shop. That's all my bad. But
yeah, but you were trying to have joie de vivre, probably.
What was that again?
You were probably trying to have joie de vivre.
A swab de vivre?
Joie de vivre. Joie de vivre.
I can't. This phone sucks. I'm sorry. But
it may be.
How is this? I should probably go because I'm feeling a little bit exposed right now.
Oh,
should I
no! But yeah, I mean, the call's over, but I do think like you had a great call and I do appreciate your contribution to the podcast today.
Oh, thank you. Well, a little side tidbit. I met Earl Sweatshirt at work a few weeks ago. That was pretty cool.
And was he nice? I think he's very funny.
Yeah, he actually is pretty funny. He was pretty nice. He was over at high school that I work at, and I was like, holy shit, it's Earl Sweatshirt, and it was pretty awesome. Nothing exciting happened in my life.
I would beg to differ off your two anecdotes. Now, at this time... Ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding. Uh-oh, looks like we're out of time. Goodbye.
Call from...
Or two.
Who?
Hello.
Hello, do you want to talk about corporate greed, or do you want to talk about silverfish, or do you want to talk about Pinterest?
What happened to mattresses? I was calling about mattresses.
Mattresses too, bro.
Bought a memory foam mattress. It's great.
I don't know. I'm not really into these foam things. I'll tell you what. I'm a stomach sleeper. Now, that's the least desirable sleep pattern, but unfortunately, I cannot really feel like I'm going to sleep unless I'm on my stomach. Therefore, my head is to the side. Therefore, I get neck and shoulder tension all the time. Already have broad shoulders, okay? Bear in mind, people come up to me and press in on my shoulder like it is a foam mattress, thinking it's a shoulder pad. I'm like, dude, bruh, that's the real deal right there. And so, therefore... I need a firm
you
bed.
Lay on it and your body just sinks in naturally.
I don't like that. That sounds claustrophobic. That sounds panicky. Have you ever heard of quicksand?
It hugs you. Hello?
Hey.
I said it hugs you. You know, like my back is tense and like I lay down and I feel like my back just kind of relax.
Right.
It's great. I love it.
That's because you sleep on your back.
I'm sorry.
I'm not done with this yet. That's because you sleep on your back. If you sleep on your stomach, you sink in, it feels like you're going to suffocate. So therefore, they recommend firm beds for stomach sleepers really only. Everyone else, it's like better to have a soft bed. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting a firm bed, but putting a mattress topper on it, because that was a bed that I very much enjoyed in a rental that I stayed in.
What's your sleep number?
I don't know, bro. But probably a 10... Boom, boom, boom. What?
Hello?
I don't know if I want to hear a whole long story. What's your story before we get into it? What's like the log line?
No, my running into Chelsea story.
Uh-oh.
I was at Moon Tower, and you know, like the little after thing they had on the top of that hotel. So like you were talking to Jim Norton, and like I went up to you guys and I was like, hey, you know, like I waved, and you looked at me like typically like women look at me like, why are you talking to me? But and then like that's perfectly normal. But then Jim Norton did the same thing, and I was just like really like taken aback, like that doesn't happen, you know, like. Anyway, that was pretty much
what
our
doesn't
interaction over the
happen.
weekend.
I'm sorry. What doesn't happen? You mean that
Like,
everyone that you don't know usually wants to talk and hang out with you?
You know, it wasn't much as like I wanted to hang out and talk, but like I waved and I got like this. It was more like a salutation, and like I got a look from you that like I typically get from women. And then, like,
there's so much. First of all, there's so much to unpack here. What is the look you typically get from women? That you have a creepy vibe or something?
I suppose so. I might.
You might have a creepy vibe, but I will say this. Sometimes people say they met me and I was mean, and I have to say I have almost never been mean to someone who's like, hey, I like your comedy. I'm thankful that people like my comedy. I'm only weird if people have a creepy, scary vibe or if they say something rude to me. But for the most part, I'm pretty friendly if people come up to me. So if you interpreted how me and Jim looked at you in a certain way, I don't think that you're accurate. I think that probably we were in conversation and you interpreted us looking up for a second as something that was about you, and it probably wasn't.
Probably.
I mean, Moon Tower is weird because there's a place where you can hang out and it's like comedians hanging out and you're catching up with people that live in different cities and you haven't seen in a long time. But then I guess like they also let in people who aren't comedians. So it's like this weird mix where you're like talking to your friends, but then someone who's like not a comedian is also in the mix, and it's kind of this weird combination.
Sure.
But that said, I mean, look, I'm not really like glaring at strangers. I don't think that really went down how you experienced it, but I understand you experienced it that way. But I don't think
probably. I was really starstruck and like surrounded by all these comedians. So
yeah,
you know, you could be right.
It's just kind of an awkward scenario for everyone involved because you're like deep in conversation with people and just talking, and then there's people who are like walking around like not knowing how to interact with you, or I don't know. The whole thing's kind of awkward. But
agreed.
But shout out to you. Thanks for calling the cast. If you received any negative energy, let's sage this whole thing out, you know? Like all cool. Positive vibes in 2013.
Sounds good.
And goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Call from
Satan.
Devin.
Satan?
Devin.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Chelsea. How are you?
Do you want to talk about Pinterest?
Do I want to talk about Pinterest?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, I have you're saying Pinterest, right?
What?
Pinterest? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pinterest. I do have a Pinterest, but I haven't used it in a while. It's very unnecessary.
Why?
I have a Tumblr. I have all that stuff. Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Are you sitting on the edge of a bluff? Thinking about your life? I hear cars going by. I hear winds passing through. I feel like you're somewhere like New Mexico or somewhere on the edge of a bluff thinking about life.
I'm sorry. I'm in Portland, Oregon, and I'm on a work break, so I'm like outside. I can't really be indoors talking to people.
That's weird. I don't hear any aggressive homeless people in the background. Are you sure you're in Portland?
I'm in the nice neighborhood of Portland.
Anyway, yes.
Can I tell you what I bring to the table?
Yes. As long as it's not a really long anecdote.
No, it's just my life.
Okay, cool.
I moved to Portland, Oregon after going to art school in Oakland.
Okay.
And I just got a job at a production studio helping out making stop motion stuff. So I make like puppets and I make set pieces and props and stuff like that, like tiny little things.
All right.
I don't know. I just thought you could work with that. It seems like whenever people call, they're just like,
right. Well, I'm really looking for more of a murder story or a medical malpractice suit you were involved in. Thank you for listening. I'm so sick of podcasts. I don't know how y'all do it. As a heads up, don't listen to Lil Esther. Don't listen to Todd Berry. Don't listen to Neil Hamburger. They're all on this shitty ass network. Feral audio. Fuck everybody. Ride or die with my podcast only. These other ones are bitches. And now back to the show.
Call from
whatever.
Are you a frog?
Yeah. What?
Are you a frog?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
Tight. Listen,
What's up?
Are you on Pinterest? Do you have a mattress recommendation? Are you mad about how corporations run themselves? If so, you might be.
I have a pillow top mattress.
Yeah, but see, here's my thing with pillow top. I think it's kind of a bum deal because it sags in the middle really fast, and so it reduces your mattress life. That's why.
Well, it also has to do with how many people are sleeping in it at any given night.
Hey, I'll tell you what, dog.
Oh, my girlfriend says I'm lying.
I don't want to get third parties involved because I can't hear them. But here's the deal. What I'm thinking is get a firm mattress.
Silverfish.
Oh, okay.
Silverfish.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Have you covered silverfish already?
Oh, deeply. But I'm interested if you have anything interesting to contribute.
I refinished my wall and it's brick, and they keep crawling out of all the bricks, and it's creepy as hell.
Ew! How do they get out of the? How do they get out of the bricks?
They somehow figure out a way from the outside, inside, and they come through all of the weird crevices and the pointing brick parts.
No,
it's the worst thing ever.
No, that's so that means they're coming through solid surfaces.
Yeah. See, I'm usually just all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's on the wall. But when you see it actually crawl into your wall, it's 10 times more creepy.
Terrifying. Has anyone told you how to exterminate them?
No, I haven't gotten to that part yet.
How is that not something you're
immediately noticing them, and that's I don't know. I'm not that guy that calls exterminators for some reason. I try and figure out myself.
No, you're that guy who lives with hella silverfish in perfect harmony.
I'm the guy that has it crawling over his face in the middle of the night.
Dude, that's my worst fear is those little silverfishies going in my bed. Ugh! They're so nasty.
They talk about spiders. Like spiders go into your mouth every, I don't know, whatever
I
it is.
hate those
every year
stats.
you have 3 spiders that go in your nose.
I hate that shit.
And you don't know about it.
Lord only knows. For me, it's probably 6.
and here's the deal. Listen to this story that my girlfriend's going to tell you.
I'm sick of stories today.
Actually, Chelsea, good question. I killed 2 nights ago a silverfish crawling across my face.
No!
It woke me up, and I have arachnophobia, and the only thing that scares me more than spiders is silverfish.
No!
It was traumatizing.
Oh my God! It was. What part of your face was it on?
I woke up and I felt like a tickle on my inside eyebrow, and then it got as far as to the inside of my eye, and I immediately, I'm hyper aware because I'm afraid of spiders crawling on my face.
Is this a lie?
It woke me up almost immediately, and I smacked it and turned on the lights, and it was a silverfish, and I swear to God, it's the only thing that scares me more than spiders. And spiders scare me more than anything other than silverfish.
No! Do they bite?
Silverfish? And I don't, they don't need to. I can't imagine them being more terrifying if they bit.
I'm just saying,
I actually feel
some
like
people
I
said
would have
they
a
bite.
kindred spirit moment with them if they bit. Why are they there if they don't bite? I don't know. I don't want to find out.
They supposedly eat bad bugs. That's what one person told me. Another person told me they bite. Your story is so terrifying.
It is because we have a detached house, so they're not there because of bed bugs. We're one of those gold mines in a city where we don't have bed bugs, so they're only there for me. Right?
God damn it, man. I have to go. This is too disgusting.
It's pretty bad.
I wish you guys the best of luck, but get out of that house, you fucking sickos! Get out of there!
See? I told you. I had good stories.
That's what it would sound like if I had a taser and there was any silverfish around.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say about silverfish. And it was creepy and it ruled my life. So, how you doing? Stop buzzing me. Stop.
They're so scary, y'all. They're so scary. I mean, I've lived there for 4 years and I've never seen one until this time. So I'm not that scared because I don't think it's an infestation and I'm moving. So fuck them.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail,
why is
press
this working? Hey, are you part silverfish?
Oh, hey, silverfish. No, I don't know that fish.
Cool, man.
I do like fish.
Cool.
I eat a lot of fish.
Yeah. Salmon, right? That's yummy.
Yeah. When I lived in Seattle, they got fresh salmon all the time.
So, let me ask you this, girl. Do you think it's annoying that hair salons never used to charge to blow dry after they cut your hair, but now they're trying to make that an additional cost? Holler if you hear me, girl.
Yeah, I hear you. You know, I don't go to salons, but I can imagine if they start tacking things on, you know, everyone wants to add additional costs these days.
Correct. Listen, have you ever had French onion soup? If so, is it good or is it bad?
I have had it, and I love it. I would eat it every...
Goodbye. French onion soup sucks. That's a fucking hype machine. People, wake up. I've never been more on fire than today. I'll tell you what. Stress makes for good comedy. I'm stressed about moving. I have to go to New York for the new television show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's right when I would be in the thick of moving. But you know what? It's called being zen, and I'm zenning out about it, okay? Whatever, man. I'll get it done. I'll pack when I get back at 1 a.m. Yeah, I love it. Life is great. Now, I'm going to move. I'm going to have a new home, no black mold. Ideally, no silverfish if I can help it. And I did have a full mold inspection run on the house, and I got to tell you, peace of mind central. Worth the $8,000 that it
Call
cost.
from.
No, I want a girl.
Call from.
Sammy.
Ugh. Do you go to the hair salon or what?
A hair salon?
Yeah.
What about a hair salon?
Do you go to one? Do you go to one? Click.
No. I'm okay. I'm a guy, so I don't go to hair salons.
Fine. Are you on Pinterest?
No, I'm not on Pinterest.
Well, is it only girls on Pinterest? I feel like no guys are on this shit. Well, this is the first girly thing I love aside from tampons.
Call from.
Didn't you already call, motherfucker?
I'm the one with the story about the fucking psycho mode.
Oh, shit.
I know. I thought you were going to hang on me right away. But...
Shit. Now, I was promised an anecdote in which furniture is thrown. Go.
It's even better than that. Okay, so I work at a restaurant.
Yeah, speed it up.
Right? And
wait,
so,
in Silver Lake?
Across from Bob's Big Boy.
Where is it?
Are you talking? I can't even hear you.
Where is it? Where's the restaurant?
Sorry. Oh, Palooka Lake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where that is.
Burbank.
Yeah.
Okay, you do. Anyway, it's right across from Bob's, and Bob's Big Boy on like Friday nights they have a car show.
Yes.
So it attracts this particular car show crowd.
Yes, I've seen that whole crowd. When I did Lopez Tonight, I interviewed people who were in that car show scene.
They're frightening.
A lot of Latino men with really tricked out cars. A lot of tattoos.
Lots of leathery faces.
Yes.
Anyway, a couple comes in. It's 11:15. The restaurant had closed 15 minutes prior to them entering. And the guy's like, hey, can you serve us? And I very politely go, no, I'm so sorry. We can't.
Now, wait a minute. Hold up right here. Now, you close at what time?
11 p.m.
And they come in at what time?
11:15.
Great. Okay, I'm on your side.
Right? The guy walks to the door. There's no host up at the front. We forgot to lock the door. They walk all the way to the back and, like, find me as I'm doing paperwork.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay.
So this woman is with him. She's pretty frumpy looking. She's like dressed down. She's got like a black hoodie on, and she's like, well, then then he like gives me shit about it. And he's like, come on, man, like at least just let it. I'm like, I'm so sorry. We're closed, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, well, can I at least use the restroom? And so I go, okay, sure. It's the first door on the right.
Storms are brewing.
So they come and go. 15 minutes later, like Marlon comes out of the bathroom, one of the busboys, and he's like, come look in here. She had fucking taken the lid off of the toilet, smashed it onto the floor and onto the toilet seat.
Yes.
Like the inside of the fucking toilet, she disemboweled all of the like tubes and things on top of it.
Oh my god.
It was frightening. And that's
but nothing with fecal matter?
There wasn't any fecal matter anywhere.
That's only level 1 psycho, dude. Like level 10. Level 10 is you smear fecal matter all over the walls. She was at
something good.
She was at a low simmer as far as I'm concerned.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
I mean, look, you know.
It can't all be 10.
D story. All right.
Call from
Daryl Sagamai.
Daryl Sagamai. Daryl Sagamai.
What's up, Kelsey?
Seth.
How's it going today? You caught me off. I was going to sing the song when you first answered. It was going to go, it's the P, the E, the R, the E, the T, the T, the I. It's the E. Oh, killing me. You want to talk about silverfish, mattresses? You want to take a food quiz? Or would you like for me to ask you if you could write a letter to Jodi Arias and I can send it to her?
No way. I'm not having any contact with that woman. She's so scary. Now, silverfish, I've talked about a fair amount. Mattresses, if you have a recommendation, I'm very much open to it. Corporate greed, I want to talk to a girl. I have a question about hair salons.
I can pretend to be a girl if you want.
Let me just see if this is a girl.
Call from
Matt.
Hi, are you a girl? Perhaps your name is Matricia?
No.
Is your full name Mattress?
Nope, just Matt.
Oh, are you part silverfish?
Actually, yeah. How'd you know that?
You are?
Yeah.
You know what a silverfish anthem is?
My uncle was silverfish.
Do you know the silverfish anthem?
I don't know. I don't. Sorry. Is that recording artist Tank?
Imagine a silverfish singing this to you.
Beautiful sight to behold.
And he's holding like thousands of his little arms onto his heart while he sings. He's popping in and out of your wall as he sings it and holding his little gross silverfish heart.
That's pretty disgusting.
No. I don't want to talk to any more people. I'm a private person. I'm hanging up on everyone for the rest of the day. 'Cause I'm a silverfish. Wanna wrap all my arms around you. Wanna sit on your face. Imagine a silverfish singing that it wants to sit on your face. Would you? Please, if you're a girl, call now by the grace and power invested in me by Oscar Wilde. Let's see if anyone's writing anything interesting on Twitter, huh? I'm just reading Twitter on my podcast. P.S. My nephews are in town. They're 4 years old. When you want to talk about living the dream, these motherfuckers just throw shit into the pool. Like they take a towel and they're like, well, this is supposed to be dry. Let me fling it into the pool and then laugh. They'll do all this stuff where you're just like, oh, this is the worst. But it seems fun for them. Anything that seems of value, they just scan a room. They're like, high value object sighted. And then they just throw it at the floor. They're like really getting to be little animals. Okay, someone wrote back about Mercury in retrograde. It won't be in retch until Wednesday at 9:07 Eastern. But that means we're getting in the zone, right? Who am I talking to? I really am just, I had this thought and I tweeted it, but like, isn't it weird? Like if you like being alone, no one's ever going to know what you're like when you're alone. It's not possible because it's obvious, obviously, but I'm majoring in philosophy. So I have to say all my thoughts. And they say you have to break down simple things and make them complicated if you're doing. Someone just wrote to me, that shit was so fast paced. I'm still not sure what happened. Was going to ask if you consider doing LA Podfest. I'm so glad we lost that call. No. I'll tell you what I am considering and what I would consider doing is quitting comedy. Open to that. Open for discussion. Now, no one's calling. I feel like this is a rock solid podcast from start to finish. I predict 0 edits on this episode. We've done an hour. Maybe a little under. Well, keep me honest. But since no one's calling, I want to go eat cake. Just kidding. I really am trying to get in shape. I've been doing Pilates, aka I did one 40-minute Pilates session. Okay, here goes a call.
Call from. To accept, press 1.
Hello?
Oh my God, Chelsea, what's up, girl?
What's up? I feel fat and I'm hungry. What a conundrum.
Doesn't even sound fun.
What?
I'm trying to get a store product. Oh, no way. Oh my gosh. So I heard you like Lebanese food, and I called you. That's why I'm here right now.
Okay. Wait, why did you just go, oh no, wait, what?
Oh, I remember. It was like something I smoked. She's a pizza girl. I started smoking pot, and then I was like chickening out, and then I was like, oh, I better go throw it anyway.
I don't understand a word you're saying. Is that typical?
I'm not speaking clearly into the phone.
I mean, what do we think of Miley Cyrus's new identity? I mean, is she Rihanna part? Duh.
I hope so. It'll give me something to look forward to.
Do you think she twerked really good in her video where she twerked? Oh, shit. I got it. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck.
I know. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Oh, no. Never call me, sweetheart!
And I didn't go through with any of it. And this is where I am. All right? All right? This is both of our faults, and it's only one of our problems. All right, girl?
I gotta say, side note, I fucking hate everyone on Twitter. I just hung up on that call. I can't take it. But everyone on Twitter sucks. I hate all people.
Call from. To accept, press.
Chelsea, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, I have like several things, but the first thing I want to say is, what's up with that app? When are you going to do the app?
I don't know, dude. I submitted it after a 15-hour session on the iTunes setup system, and then I never seen it since. Well, I never seen it since. What's your other question?
Okay, I'm sure it wasn't you, but last year I was on OkCupid, and this girl, I hit on this girl who's in Arkansas who looked just like you, and I thought, well, maybe Chelsea's doing some kind of meta thing where she was on OkCupid. That wasn't you, was it?
hard to say. No. I don't do online dating, no. Oh, basically,
not ever?
No, I don't do it. I'm sorry. I can only do word of mouth setups when people have 25 references.
Oh, okay. Because I told her, I was like, she looked just like Chelsea Peretti.
I hate it when people do that.
Huh?
No, sorry. What were you going to say?
Oh, really? She looked just, spitting image. It was awesome.
So what you're saying is you want to date me. What?
I have a bear story.
Okay, it better end with multiple fatalities.
Okay, I can add that on. So anyway, I live in Memphis.
Oh, right? I love Memphis.
Yeah, I know you like the Gus's fried chicken.
And I think I mentioned I saw someone get finger blasted on the floor at the House of Blues.
Oh yeah. I'm sure you did. So I went to private school. I'm a black guy. That's important.
Yeah! Woo!
Okay. And so I went to a Catholic school, and it was mostly a white school or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I went there for a while, and a couple of friends had invited me on a camping trip. And, I told my parents, I asked my parents to go on this camping trip, and they're like, you probably don't want this. It's going to be crazy, mosquitoes, animals, raccoons, bears. So, no, it's fine.
So your parents are adventuresome people, outdoorsy.
Not at all. So I was all excited because I'd never been camping before. This is me at, 14? And I was all excited. And so we drive to wherever, I don't even know what the place was, some fort there. And it was, I remember it was a big deal because my friends, they got a brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I love those, and those are really cool. So anyway.
Okay, that's too much detail. I said, okay, that's too much detail. Let's try to pick our battles.
It's important because it's boring.
Oh, okay.
So fast forward, we're camping. We set up the tent or whatever. I'm not doing anything because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just sitting there like swatting away mosquitoes and itching and looking out for it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, we bed down for the night, and my friend gets up to go pee, and he comes back in and he's like, shh, and I'm like, what? And he's like, there's a bear out there. So everyone else is cool and quiet. I freak the fuck out. I run out of the tent. Get into the Jeep Grand Cherokee, lock the doors. So I'm in the car, lock the doors. The commotion, I guess, upsets me there. And now they run to the car, but I'm not unlocking the car because, I'm freaking out.
Because you're a traitor to the human race.
And ultimately, everyone lived. And
everyone died but you. That would be the ending I'm looking for. I drove off, and in the rear view, I watched my friends being shredded to pieces by a bear.
Oh, right, yeah, that's what I meant.
And the icing on the cake is that I had the cooler in the back of the car. So I got everything and they are dead. That's the kind of...
Yeah, that would have been...
Now, was this in the Memphis area?
Is what now?
Is this in the Memphis area?
Well, it's outside. It was like a couple hours outside of Memphis. Like in the...
yeah, I don't know what that nature is like.
I don't remember where it was exactly. I'm just, I'm a city boy, so they really
love it. Love it. Actually, I don't know. I feel like if you had to go with like what seems hot, city boy or country boy. Country boy seems hotter, right? But that's probably therein lies the flaw of my love life.
I would think you'd like city boys, right?
I mean, technically I should. Fast cars, cheap women. Listen, thank you, caller. I must vacate the line.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. Uh-oh, looks like we're out of time. Goodbye. Fast cars, cheap women. I'm a city boy. I got on the clothes that are popular of the minute. I got on the shoes of this season. By God, I'm a city boy. Now, all you country boys with your little ratty jeans and your chicken coops, you better watch out now. I'm a city boy. No, I don't know. You know, I fantasize about the country life. You know, I want to live on the top of a mountain in a small wood cabin. Now, here's what I want to say about hair salons. It would have been great to have one fucking girl caller. Did any girl call? It was like a dearth for real. Real dearth. Now, females, I know some of you are listening. Isn't that irritating though? Do you remember this, what I'm talking about? Like, I feel like 5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, all the hair salons, like they would color your hair or give you a cut and then they'd be like, do you want us to blow dry it? That would cost extra. Now there used to be a time, let me see if this is a girl.
Call from Amber.
Yes!
Oh my God, Chelsea!
Woo! We got a girl. We got a live one. Caller. Female caller.
Okay, this is crazy because you just hung up with the person that I'm in the car with who had a bear story.
Oh, okay. Well, so let me ask you, I have a question for a female, and I was just bemoaning the fact that no women have called in today.
Okay.
So here's my question. I would imagine you go to hair salons.
Yes.
Now, have you noticed, I'm really hunkering down into the easy chair I have on the floor here at Staples Center. Have you noticed that they've started charging for blow dries when that used to be included? When, like, say you get your hair cut, they'll let you walk out with wet hair now unless you pay extra for a blow dry.
At the salon I go to, they always charged for that.
Really? Not gonna die. Mine, they're like, not gonna die. Like mine, in back in the day, if you got your hair cut or you got a color, they would blow dry it so you could see the cut and what it looks like and see the color and what it looks like. To me, it's like you're paying for the cut or the color and then you have to see if you like it or not. You can't see that with a head full of wet hair. And so that used to be included. Yes, we blow it dry when we're done. But nowadays, they charge you to do that extra.
Well, in Memphis, Tennessee, like I said, they always charge for that. They call that styling it. And
Fuck
they always
Memphis.
charge. It's bullshit, right?
That is such bullshit. How are you going to let someone walk out of a high-end establishment with wet, bedraggled hair?
Yeah, but I'm poor, so I asked them to let me leave with wet hair because I don't want to pay for that.
That's bullshit. They should include a blow dry, and they used to, and I wish you knew what I was talking about. Maybe I'm older than you, but they used to include that, and then it became like suddenly like, would you like to leave with a head full of wet hair? And I'm like, no, bitch. Dry it like you used to.
No, in Memphis, they give you complimentary pneumonia when you get your hair cut. You have to they charge you if you don't want pneumonia.
What?
Pneumonia is free, but if you want them to dry your hair, they charge you. So if you want to be healthy, they charge you. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Was that a joke? Was that a joke? Good Lord. These are the moments where I feel like God truly imbued me with a gift. You know? Yeah. Where I can just get a joke across real fast, you know, and it's like instantly apparent. But no, I don't know. I don't know what that all meant about ammonia. That's a whole side note, is that we're all probably going to die from the chemicals they put in our hair. But
no, pneumonia. We're going to get pneumonia from leaving the salon with wet hair.
Pneumonia. Well, I'll leave it to y'all, Memphis. Listen, I did have some great Mexican food in Memphis once. It was a huge size Coke. I remember that.
Yeah. Memphis, the one thing we have in Memphis is a lot of food. A lot of food.
And the Coke was huge and it had crushed ice and it was perfectly carbonated. And then I had like some enchiladas and some beans rice. It was bomb and it was huge.
Yeah. Well, you should come back to Memphis.
No! Not till you start including a blow dry. Goodbye, caller.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so glad you called. I mean, this is a real dearth of females on the call today. The show, blah, blah, blah. You get it. Podcast, whatever. Bye. Thank you. Have a great, are you currently fucking the other guy who called?
Yeah, we just broke up, but we're still fucking.
What?
Yeah.
Please stay on the line, caller. Here's my question. Once you break up, isn't the magic gone? And then it's like, why keep? First of all, are you both black or are you white?
Oh, I'm white.
I got fever, you got fever, we got fever, we're in love.
Yep, that's right, jungle fever.
I got white girl crazy, she got black boy, and no thinking maybe we're in love. I can't remember how that part goes. Anyhow, well, congrats to the two of you on your current situation. Yeah. It must be wonderful sex if you're continuing down that path, even though you failed each other emotionally.
Yes, exactly.
How many more tosses around the bed do you think you have in you with this gentleman?
Oh, I think we'll probably... God, I feel tacky talking about this. I feel like we have several tosses left.
Feel tacky doing it. Listen, now, just bear in mind, no pun intended, that he is the kind of person who will abandon all his friends to a deadly monster and leave in a car.
Well, that was a long time ago, so I'm hoping he's not like that anymore.
Oh, hoping he's changed, eh? Been there, done that. Listen, you guys have been wonderful. Just a slice of Memphis life that you brought to the show, and I do appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay, have fun sex.
Thanks, I will.
Bye. Oh. Let's not commit to each other, 'cause you've failed me so many times, but you're still a warm body. Yeah, but my heart knows there's nothing here whatsoever. Oh yeah, this is just physical. Ooh, 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 ooh. Remember when you didn't call me back quickly? Oh, remember when you said you were with your friends but you weren't? Oh, remember when you said you were asleep but you actually were not asleep because you posted something on Twitter? Yeah, fuck me. Oh yeah. Remember how many times you lied to me? Yeah, this is such a dead end. Woo, let's back the car up now. Go straight into the dead end. Now back it up. Now ram into the dead end. Now back it up. Ram into the dead end. Yeah, that's the euphemism for our sex. Bye. This song is good though. Why do I love acting out sex talk over this music? It's really like almost every episode. Anyway, guys, I think you get the gist. This is a podcast. I talk to people. They call. We say stuff. Thank you so much for your patronage. That app should be out any week now. It's going to be a hot one. Trust me. And I guess, you'll see, because seeing is believing in so many cases. Now, to all the silverfish out there, if there was one thing I could say to you, I guess it would be, no, thank you. And at this point, my friends, I would like to heartily
thank you for your love.
Don't you hate it when movies have like post-credits additional footage and you always wait through the credits to see if there's going to be that, and then sometimes either way it's kind of a bummer. Whether there is or isn't, just put it before the credits or something, or put a little heads up that there will be additional stuff. Anyway, consider this a bonus material segment. Really biting on the Pinterest topic. Dare I say a low Pinterest level. Has anyone done Pinterest wordplay yet? Silverfish, the worst. Mattresses, scam. They just tell you 15,000 different mattresses, and then the salesman always is like showing you coils in a plastic bag, like pressing the coils and trying to upsell you. If I press this coil 15 times in your face and tell you to lay on various mattresses, like command you to lay down and press a coil in your face, would you pay $700 more? That's their tactic. Everyone's always trying to fuck you. Glendale, they charge you for parking till 10 p.m. on a Sunday near the Americana. It's like, suck my dick, Glendale. Did you forget who you are, dude? Everyone's just always trying to upsell you and take advantage of you. Los Angeles city planners, hey, let's not do a bike event here. It creates too much traffic and this city can't handle traffic. Let's not do a multicultural fair. Move that out to Glendale. Let's put our thinking caps on, guys. Honestly, Los Angeles, just don't try to have culture. It's all a farce here. We know what matters here. Movies, TV, podcasts. So I guess those are my closing thoughts. Also, airlines charging for every little fucking thing. They're going to charge you to turn your goddamn lights on at some point. Oh, do you want to recline your seat? That's $5. You can pay with a credit card only. Who else is dicking us over, America? One thing I will say is at least on Twitter, you can shame corporations. That's the only good checks and balances there are now, is like humiliating companies on Twitter. It's all we've got. So build up your followers, guys. Build up your followers. I wish you the best of luck. I'm pulled over in my car on the side of the road here to give you these closing thoughts, but now it's really time to head out. Are you still listening? There is one additional thought. Father, do